Have you ever wondered about the first miracle Jesus ever performed? An intriguing question, isn't it? The Gospel of John, in its second chapter, tells us of this miraculous event. It happened at a wedding, a celebration of love and unity, in a place called Cana. But this was no ordinary wedding, for it was here that Jesus chose to reveal a glimpse of his divine power, performing his first recorded miracle. Let's delve into the story behind this extraordinary event. Imagine a festive wedding in Cana, a small town in Galilee. Picture the jubilant scene filled with laughter and joy as friends and family gathered to celebrate a union of love. It was a time of merrymaking, a time when hearts were light and spirits were high. Weddings in those days were not a one-day affair. They were week-long festivities marked by feasting and merriment. It was a grand occasion, a time when the whole community came together to celebrate. It was an event of great cultural significance, a testament to the unity and togetherness that characterized the community. Now, among the guests at this wedding were some very special attendees: Jesus, his mother Mary, and his disciples. They too were there, partaking in the joy of the occasion, sharing in the happiness of the couple. Jesus at this time had just begun his public ministry, and his disciples were new to the faith, still getting to know this man they had decided to follow. The presence of Jesus and his disciples at this wedding is noteworthy. It shows us that Jesus was not a distant figure removed from the realities of life. He was very much a part of the community, participating in the joys and sorrows of the people around him. He was there, amidst the people, sharing in their lives. His disciples too were learning from him, not just through his teachings, but also through his actions. They saw in Jesus a leader who was not aloof, but one who was very much a part of their lives. So there they were, Jesus, his mother, and his disciples, at this wedding in Cana, a joyful occasion marked by celebration and merriment. Everything was going as expected. The guests were happy, the couple was radiant, and the festivities were in full swing. But then something unexpected happened. The wine ran out. Wine, a symbol of joy and celebration, had run out. Quite a predicament for any host. Imagine the scene: a lively wedding in full swing, laughter echoing through the air, guests raising their glasses for a toast, only to discover that the wine, the heart of the celebration, has run dry. The atmosphere would have plummeted instantly, replaced by a thick cloud of embarrassment. The host, once basking in the joy of the day, would now be faced with a social disaster. In this moment of dire need, Mary, Jesus' mother, steps forward. She doesn't rush to the markets or send servants scrambling for a solution. Instead, she turns to her son, Jesus. Now, why would she do that? Is it because she knows there's something extraordinary about him? Or is it a mother's faith in her son's ability to resolve a crisis? Perhaps it's both. But one thing is clear: Mary's faith in Jesus is unwavering. Jesus, she says, they have no wine. Just 7 words, but they carry with them a profound expectation. She does not dictate a solution or express panic. She simply presents the problem to Jesus, confident that he can resolve it. This act underscores Mary's deep faith and understanding of her son's divine identity. Yet, Jesus' response is not what one might expect. He says, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." It's a gentle rebuke, isn't it? It's as if he's saying, "Mother, this isn't the time or place for me to reveal who I am." And yet within these words, there's an implicit promise. A promise that the hour will indeed come when his divine power will be revealed for all to see. Despite his initial response, Mary's faith in Jesus doesn't waver. She tells the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." And in the face of this faith, this trust, Jesus decides to act. He decides to intervene, setting the stage for a miracle that will forever echo through the annals of Christian history. With a gentle rebuke to his mother, Jesus decided to intervene. Jesus, the carpenter from Nazareth, asked the servants to fill 6 stone jars with water. Now these were not small jars, they were ceremonial containers, each capable of holding 20 to 30 gallons. Imagine the scene. These humble servants hauling water to fill these enormous jars to the brim, not knowing what would follow. Their obedience was remarkable, their faith in this man from Nazareth unquestionable. In the midst of the wedding feast, amidst the laughter and the music, something extraordinary was about to take place. Jesus, with a simple command, initiated his first public miracle. The water, plain and unremarkable, transformed. It didn't just change into any wine, but the finest wine. This was not a trick or an illusion, but a tangible manifestation of divine power. When the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine, he was taken aback. He did not know where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. The wine was not just good, it was excellent, superior to anything that had been served before. The master of the banquet called the bridegroom aside and praised him for saving the best till last. This was contrary to the custom of the time, where the best wine was served first, and cheaper wine was served later when the guests were less discerning. This miracle was not just about the transformation of water into wine. It was an illustration of Jesus' divine power, a sign of transformation on a much grander scale. It was a signal to his disciples and to all of us that Jesus was not just another prophet or teacher. He was the Son of God, capable of miracles beyond human comprehension. With this, Jesus revealed his glory, and his disciples put their faith in him. This first miracle marked the beginning of Jesus' public ministry, a journey that would change the world forever. It was not just the water that was transformed that day, but the hearts of those who witnessed it, filled to the brim with faith and wonder. So what does this miracle tell us, you may ask? The wedding at Cana, where water was turned into wine, isn't a tale told for entertainment. It's a narrative rich with spiritual significance and profound implications. The miracle at Cana was Jesus' first public demonstration of his divine power. It was a revelation of his identity and a preview of his mission. In this act, Jesus transcended the laws of nature, transforming ordinary water into extraordinary wine. This wasn't a mere party trick, it was a demonstration of divine authority, a sign that Jesus was no ordinary man but the Son of God. Yet, the significance of the miracle extends beyond the demonstration of Jesus' divine power. It's also a lesson about the importance of faith. The servants who filled the jars with water didn't question Jesus' instructions. They didn't ask for explanations or guarantees. They simply obeyed, showing a profound faith in Jesus. Their faith was rewarded when the water they poured became wine, a symbol of joy and celebration in Jewish tradition. The miracle also set the stage for Jesus' future ministry. It was a precursor to the many miracles Jesus would perform, each one a testament to his divine power and a call to faith. Just like the water was transformed into wine, so too would many lives be transformed by Jesus' teachings and miracles. The miracle at Cana was the first step on a journey that would change the world. Importantly, the miracle also impacted the disciples. It says in John 2:11, his disciples believed in him. This event solidified their faith in Jesus, setting the foundation for their future roles as apostles. They witnessed firsthand the divine power of Jesus, and this experience fortified their belief in him. The miracle at Cana is a testament to the transformative power of faith and belief. It's a message that resonates even today, reminding us of the extraordinary things that can happen when we place our trust in God and follow his lead. It's a call to faith, a call to belief, and a call to transformation. The story of the wedding at Cana is more than just a tale of Jesus' first miracle. It's a chapter filled with profound lessons and divine revelations. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered in our journey through John's second chapter. We delved into the festive atmosphere of the wedding at Cana, a setting that was about to bear witness to a divine miracle. We then uncovered the issue of the empty wine jars, a problem that was soon to be solved in the most unexpected of ways. We marveled at Jesus' first miracle, the transformation of water into wine. This wasn't a mere spectacle of supernatural power, but a sign, an indication of the divine authority that Jesus held. It was a clear demonstration of his power to bring about change, to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. We also touched upon the significance of this miracle. It was not just about the wine, it was a testament to the power of faith and the belief of the disciples in Jesus. The miracle at Cana was a defining moment, a turning point that underscored Jesus' identity and mission. As we conclude, let's ponder upon these themes of faith, transformation, and divine power. Let's reflect on how these elements are present in our own lives. Remember, like the water turned into wine, faith in the divine can lead to miraculous transformations in our lives.